Since the last report, we've decided to go with the Navio Plus, which is a component that acts as a shield for the Raspberry Pi. It has all the components that we need, including barometer, accelerometer, can utilize the autopilot system that we were looking at previously, and then it can also communicate with the Raspberry Pi to process all the GPS coordinates and all that kind of information. So, Chris is going to talk to you now about the components and the hardware of the project.
I've been basically just doing some concept design work for the robot, determining the exact parts that we need, what kind of like platform we're going to use for the robot, how many sensors that we need, and where to put them. In addition, I've been doing a little bit of research on, well, in general, just learning about how to program with the Raspberry Pi. And now Zach is going to talk to you a little about the displays that we're planning on using.
So we're trying to figure out a way to have some type of guest interface on our robot, and we have some options. We're thinking about using maybe some screens or a speech module, and with that there are more options. We can find maybe a tablet that we could use that would include a speech and a screen interface, but we're not sure how that would interact with the Raspberry Pi, if that's even possible. And so we would have to look into that. But there's also speech modules or screens sold by Adafruit that interact directly with the Raspberry Pi. And James is going to talk to you more about the Raspberry Pi.
Since the last video, I was able to get my hands on one. I went to Amazon, picked up one of the kits, and was able to plug it in and start messing with it. So interesting, since I haven't really had that much of a background with Linux, it's probably the second computer that I've ever touched with Linux. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge that our team is going to face to work on the coding. But I think with this board, being able to use it, having hands on it right now, we're going to have some good results going forward. That's it.